has the power to completely alter perspective, and therefore completely alter thoughts and actions, and therefore completely alter your life, quite like a question. Also, the quality of the question asked directly relates to the quality of the answer we receive. In other words, the better the question, the better the answer. One thing that's important to learn about a question is that a person learns far, far more from the process and the work involved in answering the question than they ever learn from the answer itself. This is the real reason why so many spiritual teachers throughout history, myself included, have tended more in the direction of posing important questions than simply delivering an answer to the people who are learning from us. For this reason, for this episode today, I have decided to compile the top 100 most important questions you can ask yourself. When you go through and answer these top 100 most powerful questions that you can ask yourself that I've compiled, my suggestion is that you pause this video after each question is asked to really take some time to look deeply inside yourself and potentially the universe or the world at large to answer these questions before moving on to the next one. What do I really want for myself at this point in my life, and why do I want it? What am I willing to struggle for? What specific risks am I willing to take to be happy? What do I want badly enough that I will say yes to any of the downsides that might come with that thing? What am I so committed to that no amount of failure could prevent me from continuing to do it or to aim for it? If I knew that life was not only roses but also thorns, and I had to choose my thorns, what thorns would I choose? What pain will I choose or say yes to? Who do I feel I am meant to be in this life? What do I feel I am meant to do in this life? Imagining that I died yesterday, what would I regret? What things would I have done differently? What things am I glad that I did? If I got another shot at life and was brought back to life today, what would I now have the courage to do that I didn't while I was alive? And what advice would I give to myself sitting right here in this chair today if after my death I could come back to this moment? Who do I need to be to achieve my purpose? What do I not know? If I had all the money in the world and could never run out of it, what would I do with my time, energy, and resources? What would I still do, even if I never made any money doing it? What if I lost everything yesterday and so I no longer had anything to lose? What would I do if I had nothing to lose? What is the number one belief in my life that holds me back and prevents me from getting what I want in life? If I were to watch myself like a fly on the wall, based on what I am seeing relative to my thoughts, words, routines, and actions, where can I expect to be in 5 years? If I knew that I was going to die 1 year from today, what would I do with that time? What gift am I meant to give this world in this life? What do I want people to say about me behind my back, and how do I want to be remembered? If my 6-year-old self could see me today, what would he or she think of me? What would he or she want me to change? What makes me forget to eat and sleep? When do I remember feeling the happiest in my childhood, and why? What would I take a stand for, and what would I take a stand against? What would I risk my life for, and why? What about my life is worth smiling about right now? What makes me feel unfulfilled and sad in the life I am currently living? What do I complain about more than anything else? What do I want my life to be in service of? If I did one thing for myself, not anyone else, for the rest of my life, what would it be? What have I done in the past that is the most meaningful to me? What do I want my being to be in service of, or to be used as a tool for? What was the defining moment that changed my life forever? If a magic genie gave me one wish to make for myself, what would that wish be and why? What am I pretending to not know? What pain from the past am I still holding on to that is holding me back today? What one sentence will come to define my life? What do I not want others to know about me? What am I naturally good/talented at? What would I leave as it is in my current life, and what would I change? What am I doing in my life just because I should, not because I truly want to? What makes me feel great about myself? What am I most grateful for in my life right now? What problem do I want to solve? If my house was burning and I could only save one item, not a person or pet, what would it be and why? What is my number one value today and why? What conflict is not resolved in my life? What is my hidden agenda and why is it hidden? What is something I keep telling myself that I will do when I have the time or the resources? If I could change my life somehow with no risk, what would I change? And knowing that, what risk am I trying to avoid by not changing? What would I be willing to lose everything for, including the closeness/connection with the people who are the closest to me now, i.e. friends and family, if I knew it would 100% guarantee me that thing? What pain am I holding on to as a testament of my love for someone or something? What point of view currently threatens me and why? How do I define success for me personally, and how do I define success for others? How am I currently neglecting or harming myself? What expectation do I need to let go of right now? What am I not taking responsibility for that I know I need to take responsibility for? What armor do I use to protect my vulnerability? How do I separate myself? What do I say can't to? Who or what do I blame? Who or what is my scapegoat? What would I try if I had no fear? What would I most like to do for someone else if I had the time, money, and resources? What is the worst thing that I do to myself right now in my life? What is the best thing that I do for myself right now in my life? What assumption do I make chronically that is getting in my way? What do I currently feel has power over me, and how might I reclaim my power from it? If I could start my life over, what would I do differently? Who do I envy, and why? And how could I bring those things that I envy into my own life experience? Whose life would I trade places with, and why? What do I love to do for others? If I'm given one wish, but I can't use it on myself, what would I wish for, and for what/who? A singer notices a talented vocalist. A car mechanic notices a well-made engine. What do I notice? When do I feel the most alive? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What is my rut? In what area of healing am I blocked or stuck no matter how hard I try to fix it? If I had to leave my house all day, every day, where would I go and what would I do? What do I appreciate about myself? What am I overcompensating for? What do I do that doesn't seem like work, regardless of the difficulty? What is calling me? What desires keep tugging at my heart? How do I make myself bigger, and how do I make myself smaller than I really am? What do I refuse to accept about my reality? What is timeless, ageless, and unchanging in me? What am I avoiding right now, and why? What have I lost? What am I currently allowing? What makes me lose my connection to myself, and what makes me get that connection back? What do I love too much to turn into a profession? Who needs to know that I love them, and what keeps me from expressing that love to them? Who am I seeking approval and validation from, and why? What am I currently afraid of? Whose torch am I carrying, and why? What am I running from, and what am I rushing towards, and why? What am I repeating? If I was someone else, so I was able to see myself from the outside and in a disidentified way, what advice would I give to myself? If I were to be brutally honest, what is my priority at this time in my life, and why? What risk am I taking, and what risk am I not taking right now, and why? What am I giving to get? What do I hear in the silence? Don't forget to come back to these questions again and again over the course of your life, especially because they are likely to change over the course of your life and the path of your personal progression. They are also likely to change your course in life. Have a good week. If you liked this video, be sure to share it, like it, and also subscribe to my channel so you can see more content like this. But I want to personally thank you for taking the initiative and having the bravery to step into the space of awareness, not only for yourself, but for the benefit of those around you.